Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report sponsored by Delta.exchange. Because of my workshop in Chennai, I was traveling. I could not do the video. So now I'm ready with the video. Also, there is a good news when I'm coming on the video. Markets rallied on back of RBI announcement regarding the liquidity injection. The Bank Nifty, at some point, it was higher by more than 1,000 points. Not only banks, even the financials. But in last 45 minutes, around 2:45, the FIIs came and sold heavily. The selling was so heavy, just in a matter of 10 minutes, Nifty has fallen almost 200 points. The Bank Nifty has fallen about more than 500 points. So this FII selling, it's going unabated, non-stop. Though markets were higher, decently we can say, but the picture in the broader market is totally different. In the morning, mid-cap and small-cap indices were down more than 3%. I heard that some mid-cap and small-cap mutual funds, they have lost 15 to 16% in the month of January alone. So the selling is actually worst in the month of January. FIIs today, once again, they have sold for about 5,000 crores. With this selling, FII selling is 80,000 crores in the month of January alone. So we still have 3 more trading sessions left. So probably, 90,000 to 1 lakh crore is possible. And let me tell you, especially on an expiry day, definitely the FII selling will be much more. I think I explained to you already. So some big FIIs, instead of selling it in the cash market, they will go short in future. On expiry day, they create a program so that, selling will happen in cash market and shorts will be squared off in the future market. So this is how they can sell huge quantity without disturbing their P&L. Market will be disturbed, but their P&L will not be disturbed. So I will not be surprised, if FII selling crosses 1 lakh crore in just 1 month. That kind of severe selling happened in October. So maybe January, it's quite possible. So broader markets are actually bleeding and the picture is very, very bad. There are so many stocks. I think CDSL is such a good quality stock. I saw it was down 10% yesterday. Today again another 10%, in the morning. I didn't check in the afternoon. And mid caps and small caps are, it's I would say this is a falling knife. So please do not catch the falling knife. Okay. After the budget, if things are okay, even if you pay some higher amount, but you will be convinced that the worst is over. But now we do not know whether the worst is over for mid cap, small cap or not. So FII selling 80,000 crore is more than 25% of what they sold in the entire year 2024. So where this is going to stop, we do not know. Number one, this is a potential black swan event for Indian economy. If the selling by FIIs continue for few more months, potentially it can destabilize not only the stock market, it can destabilize the economy also. So we are in a very big danger. RBI has actually sensed it. That is why though RBI policy is in the first week of February, they preempted. So they have announced a lot of measures yesterday itself, well before the RBI policy as well as the budget. Now, the question is, number one, in movies, the policemen come only after the climax is over. In the same way, there were so many bulls. They were hoping that Nifty will not close below 23,000. So yesterday, what happened? Nifty broke 23,000. It in fact briefly broke 22,800 also, and then closed well below 23,000. And most of the bulls have lost the hope and they booked the losses. And then yesterday evening the RBI has announced these measures, and today markets rallied. Now the question is, RBI has sensed it, so they have taken a lot of measures. But RBI measures will not be sufficient to stabilize the market. That is what you have seen in the last 45 minutes, Nifty giving up almost the entire gain. Even today, it was not a broad market rally. FMCG index was down, IT index is down, pharmaceutical index is down. It's only financials, short covering in financials, that move the market higher. So it's not a broader market. So now the big question is, will finance minister react? And let me tell you, this budget has to be a revolutionary budget. Something very big positive should come in this budget. Only that can stabilize the market, and market can move higher. Not only the market, even the economy will also move higher. Now, they can do n number of things. But one thing what they can do, they can completely abolish the long-term capital gain tax. So when I was arguing with my friend, he said, no sir, how can we abolish? The government will lose a lot of revenue. So I said, what sometimes the government thinks, you charge higher rate, you will be getting more money, right? But you charge the higher rate, the market crashes and nobody is making profit. And when nobody is making profit, who is going to pay you the long-term capital gain tax? Nobody is going to be in profit. Rather, before 2018, the government of India was well, it was surviving. There was no capital gain tax in India before 2018. So was it that the government could not function? So the people talk as if, the government's entire survival is based on this long-term capital gain tax. And every respect the taxes were raised. So if they reduce the long-term capital gain tax from 12.5 to 10 or something like that also, there may be a temporary rally, but again these FIIs will use that opportunity to sell the market. So the only way to turn around this market is something very big, what we call it as a shock therapy. Something like 2019, Nirmala Candle 1, it was a shock therapy. Something like that. So this time, people are expecting Nirmala Candle 2. Only that can revive the market. So otherwise, it is time to be very, very careful in this market. So looking at the open interest, people are taking 23,000 short straddle, selling 23,300 call. So broadly speaking, for the next two trading session, but day after tomorrow, definitely it's going to be more volatile. But if you are lucky, Nifty can settle between 22,800 and 23,200, maybe another plus or minus 100 points. Right? So there is no way markets are going to recover significantly, and there is no way FII is going to stop selling, right? But everybody is waiting for the budget. So in some media channels, I've given an interview, a pre-budget interview also. There's one channel called Tamil News 7 Tamil, so where my pre-budget discussion of 1 hour discussion will be telecasted on 30th of January. So let us see what is going to happen. So let us hope, finance minister do something what RBI has been doing. So then only we can have some hope. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.